Hi guys, welcome to Challenge the Road. I can't believe this, but I have been lent a Range Rover after the previous video and I can't insure it myself. I'm not happy. Not sure how this video is going to go, but let's just go through, this week and give you an update. Now, what I've tried to do is be very, very transparent with JLR and this problem. I've done 10 plus videos, maybe more. It's had probably 1 million views on, all the videos I've done. And I've tried to sort of stay out of it a little bit, but understand what's going on. And I know people want my sort of honest opinion, and I do get a lot of messages, a lot of comments. I reply to everything on there. Tell the truth, it's been quite tiring, more tiring than I thought. And today, I just couldn't concentrate. I kept thinking, where are we going with this? Where are we going? And it's draining because I'm either with you, and if I'm with you, you got me 100%, or you haven't got me at all, and you've got me 100% at the moment, and that is like I'm running a business for you. Now, I thought there's been a lot of comments about things on here that have frustrated me from the meetings that I've had with JLR. I mean, I'll go through. I saw that this start, we managed to get a letter back, fine. We've got some, feedback from them. We then saw the MD of JLR do a video. It's not hugely convincing to me. It's okay, but I'm not going to sit back in a chair like I'm on a yacht when I'm talking about people's pride and joy, the losses they're suffering, and the amount of stolen vehicles. You really need to be sat up like I am, and you need to talk to me, and you need to tell me clear instruction of what to do, or what you're going to do to fix things. So I wasn't that happy with that. And I've stayed quiet because I have to get all the information together. It's like anyone can just react, but this is just how I work. So the next was to go and see the security team. I met 6 people at JLR, all fine. To tell the truth, I was really ill on that day. I had a COVID test in the morning, so I felt so rough. But anyway, I got a bit thrown off because I planned to talk about Ghost and insurance and different bits. They weren't overly keen on the insurance piece, but I am. But also the keys. And I thought, I've got a big thing here because I'm being told that 2018 to 22 cars have potentially a new key with ultra wideband. You've probably seen the video on that. And I'm getting lots of response saying that isn't true. And it's just really, frustrated me, and I feel like I've let you down. It's just annoying. I mean, it's just frustrating because you're relying on me. I'm taking a day out of my time, and okay, they lend me a vehicle, but I'm not short of vehicles. You know that if you follow the channel, it's not, cars are not a problem. That's my hobby. That's what I enjoy. So, we've ended up with a situation where I've almost not made it worse, but I've been told something that isn't really true, and I don't get that. It's just made me angry all day. I've been in meetings today, just feeling like I'm annoyed. If you can't tell me that every 2018 vehicle has got the key when it hasn't, or at least explain to me what ones have or hasn't. And I look back and I think maybe you only meant Range Rovers, but then I'm getting Range Rovers tonight. I'm getting messages tonight with people saying, Richard, this key on my 2020 car is the old key. I'm thinking, for God's sake, don't make me look like an idiot, because I'm not, and nor are you. And it's just frustrating. It frustrates me. Now, on from there, I've got a call with them this Friday. The car goes back, which is fine. I mean, I've been using the car, but I tell the truth, I've been using the Taycan anyway. But I'm not worried about the cars. The cars are just, it's got a steering wheel, it drives. We're talking about this theft now, and we're talking about residuals, and we're talking about trying to hold these values up. And I'm struggling, So what I thought this afternoon, what I'm going to do is spend some time, go into VVS. They're doing some stuff on my Astons, and I thought, right, I'm going to just ring the insurance company and say, look, I've got a Range Rover, First thing they say, and my insurance company is really one of the top, best insurance companies. I've got over 30 vehicles with them. There's a lot of cars, probably too many cars, but anyway. they said to me, Richard, we don't want you to have a Range Rover. I'm like, okay, so you don't want me to have a Range Rover. Right, well, why? They said, well, it will affect the rest of your policy and cars because you've got a Range Rover. I said, look, come on. I said, when I spoke to you before, you had sort of 40 companies that would do Range Rover in the past, but you're down to like 10 or 8. I can't remember the exact number. I said, how many providers will insure a Range Rover with you now? And he said, one. One. He said, if you're a new customer coming in, it's 20,000 plus. If it's you now, I don't really want you to have that car. I'm sort of the perfect customer for that. And what's frustrating me a little bit as well is that from all I've learned about this in a very short period of time, because I'm like a sponge, I'm taking stuff in, but I'm just trying to be independent, you know, think about it. There's a lot of the things they're saying is they're a prestige product. Now, that makes me think they're trying to be like Rolls-Royce or something like that. And the people that were buying maybe a Vaux or, I don't know, maybe then we're just not treated in the right way. That's the feeling I get. I feel like everything's about we're prestige. And then I've done some AI stuff. I don't know if you've tried these AI apps. They're very good. And I thought I'm just going to put in what's Land Rover's vision. And the vision was reimagined. And I think I'm reimagining something that maybe the cars are coming back, because it says 2025, they want to be all electric. So I'm thinking, is that a way of getting round? Because no one's stealing electric cars. So is that their long? But the problem I'm then thinking is, well, will the customers want to be there? You know, and the way it seems at the moment, I'm not so sure. I think some people have just had enough. I mean, it's not just the insurance. I've got stuff here about parts on Jaguars, Land Rovers that I haven't even shown the videos yet because it's a mess. But I'm trying to concentrate on the insurance at the moment. But if you had to give me an opinion, if I had to give an opinion like today, I was hoping that the insurance got to a point where you couldn't get insured. So it can't get much worse than that in a lot of cases. Now we're seeing some good comments on there. Yeah, getting better, getting better. From today's experience with my insurance company, I'm really worried, like really worried. Now, I said to them, hold on, if you're not going to insure me, when's a good time? They said 12 to 24 months. I'm thinking 12 to 24 months. I said, I'm not sure these cars are going to have much value. I said, I can't. If it's a prestige product, are they saying that because it's a prestige product, you should expect to pay more? Now, I'll give you an example. Through my insurance company, I've got the McLaren P1 insured for 3 million. I pay £3,000 a year. Okay, you're telling me that a prestige product of 80,000, 50,000 is going to cost me 10 or 15. I'm not going to pay that. I'm not going to pay that. I'm sorry, because I can get a Cayenne, an X5, all these other vehicles and not worry. It's sounding like a bit of a rant, isn't it? But this Friday I have a call, Friday coming up, and I think I'm just going to lay it on the line with them and just say, look, you didn't react early enough. You should really have recalled every car quickly. Now, they can talk about stuff. Talk is cheap. 75,000 vehicles to me is not a lot. The older vehicles are being left in the dark. I'm going to push them a lot more because I'm angry. I'm frustrated. I'm like, come on. And I'm even going to say to them, look, I've got enough time. I'm happy to come in and work with you to get this right, because it's just peeing me off, because it's on my mind. I've got all this other stuff I do and it's on my mind all the time. I'm thinking, how can we make this better? How can we? And maybe they can't. But if you can't, then, well, tough. You shouldn't have gone that way in the past. You should have helped us out. So I know it's a difficult video, but I just feel frustrated. I just feel like, come on, don't mess someone like me around. You know, I'm not here to be messed around. I'm here to help, but you've got to give me good facts. And the key thing is just annoyed me. It's really annoyed me. So I mean, thanks for your support and all your comments on the videos. I think I'm going to try and spend this weekend just thinking about what they need to do from Friday. I mean, I have been saying from the start, even from the first videos, like, we know they've got to have their own insurance. You've got to be able to insure a car. You cannot, I mean, one of the things I had here, it said there's 100 insurance policies have been stopped on new vehicles. Well, they won't insure them, so they've had to reject 100 cars. This is just on one insurer. That is a massive amount. But it's, I say, how can you have a product you can't insure? You have to insure your car in England. They have to back their own policy. I don't care. Now, the problem was, I also learned that the JLR insurance they had before, the company went bust. But they've got to back it themselves. If they've got record profits, you've got to back it yourself. And I think that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with that. Otherwise, it's wasting my time. It's wasting your time. Residuals are just going to go like, they're going to be gone because you won't be able to insure them. So, yeah, it's frustrating, and I'm frustrated. But yeah. So yeah, so that's my opinion. I know it's not great, but at the end of the day, we just got to be real, and we've got to, talk about this together. And that's where I feel I am. And I just feel frustrated. And I know you guys are. I get a lot of messages, I get phone calls. You're in the same way. But yeah, Friday, things are going to need to change, and change fast. And if you can't do the older models, just tell us. If you are updating, it needs to be quicker, there needs to be more urgency. You knew about this from insurance companies a long time before. This key thing, I just need to understand more. I need to know what models now. I've got lots of notes, like what models. Are we going to, invest? Are they going to invest in Ghost or products like that are going to secure these vehicles? We need to know now. It's not messing around anymore. And, I just come in, I just feel frustrated because I think there's a car out there I'd like to use, and my insurance company don't want to insure me. I'm just still in a bit of shock. So yeah, so sorry, a bit of a ranting video, but yeah, we'll see how it goes next Friday. And yeah, enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you again soon.